Hello, our name is Mino, Sungwoo, Jihan, and Taewon. We found why seasons are changed, and we can see why. It's because Earth is tilted and rounded itself and go around the sun, and because of that we can see the longest day and shortest day. And now we are going to talk about explanation of different hemisphere and solstice and equinox, and lastly we will find out what type of planet. Let's start with information of seasons.
I will talk about meteorological seasons in the Northern Hemisphere. In order to be constant and to make forecasting easier, meteorologists divide the year into four meteorological seasons of 3 months each. Firstly, spring. Spring is starting March 1st and ending May 31. Summer are starting June 1st and ending August 31. And the thirdly, fall are starting September 1st and ending November 30. And lastly, winter is starting December 1st and ending February 28th. And secondly, summer in north, winter in the south. Seasons in the southern hemisphere are opposite to those in the northern hemisphere. For example, under the definition of astronomical seasons, June solstice marks the start of summer in the northern hemisphere, but is the start of the winter in the southern hemisphere. The same rule applies for the other three seasons. Similarly, the meteorological seasons in the southern hemisphere are opposite to those in the northern hemisphere. Firstly, fall, autumn starting March 1st and ending May 31. And secondly, winter is starting June 1st and ending August 31. And thirdly, spring is starting September 1st and ending November 30. And lastly, summer. Summer is starting December 1st and ending in February 28th. No, if there is no tilt in another planet, there is no season. If it's tilted like ours, season would be similar to ours other than difference due to their distance from the sun. And if there are extreme tilt on the Earth, there are extreme seasons at the poles where the sun is up for half a year, then down for half a year, but it never get very warm. Because the sun always low in the sky at the equator of there are hardly any season and it's always warm. So, on planets with no tilt or no seasonal variations, just day, nights, and climatic zones variation. On planets with the similar to ours, the season could be warmer and shorter or further from the sun, but season would be similar to ours, namely no season such as we are familiar with a mid-latitude. And on planet with extreme tilts, the pole can become warmer than the equator, and equator can become colder than the poles. Of course, the fact that the only planets such as tilt never get warmer than 300 degrees below the zero somewhat pulls the concept warmer and colder, but the variations are still real. For example, that the planet have a season is Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Neptune.
There are four seasons in a year: spring, summer, autumn, winter. And the first is spring, and second summer, and thirdly autumn, and lastly winter. Anyway, firstly, spring is the first season in the year, and all the plants live alive. The weather is warm. Secondly, it is summer. It is really hot, but it is also rainy. Thirdly, there is autumn. At autumn, the plants start to fall and it's getting cold. Also, animals are preparing for hibernation. and we feel cool. Lastly, it is winter. Winter is the last season in the year. Winter is the most coldest in the year.